I am here. I am here to do cases tonight. Um, okay, let me send a notification. All right. So we live with it. We live with it, family. And we're doing cases tonight. So pretty much just checking in to see the update on one of the cases that's ongoing. I have some cases that people have given me, have brought to me, have sent to me. Um, and tonight I'm just going to do one of them that was sent to me. Hey, Latanya. Um, I'm going to do one of them that was sent to me after I tap into this one case that's ongoing right now. Thank you for hitting the like button when you come in the room. And thank you guys for coming in and being here. I know it takes a little while for YouTube to notify people, so I'll give it a little moment and talk and chit chat. But I do want to say that you guys, I appreciate you for liking and subscribing to the channel. Those that are new to the channel, thank you. I welcome you. I hope that you guys have been going back through the playlist and looking at some of the old celebrity readings and true crime. Don't forget about that. And then some of my confirmations are also on the community post, okay? I do have a Patreon, so if you do want to get extra content, you get, a morning message every morning. You get mini readings from me every Thursday night, and then we do shadow work sessions and key and tea. I have a bunch of celebrity readings that are not here on YouTube that are over on Patreon. And it's so much. So come over there and join us. I don't have a bunch of tiers. I just have one tier. Join us for that. And then, you're in. And what else I want to say? I think that was it. I just, tonight it was true crime cases. Y'all know I try to come in and drop in and do some true crime cases outside of what I put out on the channel. If you have a true crime case, please send it to me. This month I am doing a special in reference of personal readings. Hey, Kim. I'm doing a special on personal readings this month, family. So all personal readings are going to be $50. All right. So, and you guys know I normally charge $88 for my personal readings, but this month for February, I'm doing $50. So you can reach out to me however, right? Email, DM me, whatever you want to do. Now, I will be doing some live here soon on the channel for you guys. And, you can pay by Cash App or however, whatever it is. What's the super chat or whatever. So I wanted to put that out there and let y'all know that here as well. But today we're doing true crime. So let's get to it. My first case that I want to look at, my first case I wanted to thank you. I did hearts for Valentine's, right? Because it's a Valentine's month. If you celebrate the holidays, I just like to put hearts because I'm a love person, right? Of course, in the Western, I'm a Cancer, right? So that goes with it. But anyway, so let's look at this situation with Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie. She's been reported missing. And I want to tap in and see what's going on with this situation and see what the ancestors say, okay? The sheriffs have revealed that it is a crime scene, okay? So the mother is 84, and I don't know if she had dementia or anything like that, and walked off. They said it's not dementia related, but since they said it was a crime scene, then it's something, right, family? So let's get to it. Let's use the truth in words. Y'all know what it is, right? Same situation, right? We'll be using the whispers of the unsolved. I use these cards in reference of their index cards that I have written out with all words that my ancestors have given to me, and it tells a story, all right? So it's just a tool for you to be able to use. I don't get too fancy with my tools, family, so that's why I use these, but we will be using the whispers of the unsolved as usual, and then we'll pull an outcome message. So let's look and see what's going on with Miss Nancy Guthrie. This is the mother of Savannah Guthrie. She's the Today anchor, okay? She's on Today's show, okay? Come through, ancestors. Show us what happened, ancestors. Okay, I got one card that flew on the table. You see now. Uh-oh. Something's happened. Hey, family. Hey, Linda. Hey, hey, everybody coming in the chat. Hit the like button. Okay, so, family. Looks like we got something that's happened, okay? There's been some harm, okay? There's been some bloodshed, okay? So, this fell on the table, all right? We're going to keep going, but I'm going to leave that over there, okay? This is on Nancy Guthrie's mother. I mean, the mother of Savannah Guthrie. What happened to her ancestors? Where's she at? She's disappeared. You're showing me something has happened. Blood is shed. What happened to her ancestors? Nancy Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie ancestors. What happened to her? Nancy Guthrie. What has happened? Why is she missing? And what has happened to Nancy Guthrie? 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie in Arizona. Love. Oh, man. Okay, this is interesting. Love on the bottom of the deck. Oh. Family. First thing to come to mind is the energy connected to the daughter. It's connected to the industry. Okay. When I get this, y'all know what it is, right? So, being that Savannah is the daughter name, there's some energy around here. It's three people, three people involved. This is my 3 of Cups connected to emotional situation. Okay, so the first card out was a celebration. We know it's not a celebration, but this is a 3 of Cups. Okay, that's what this card represents. Okay, like as if you know the 3 of Cups in the tarot, we know that's 3 people celebrating something, right? But beside it, I have jealousy. Jealous. Okay? Beside that, we got lessons, right? So that jealous and those lessons let us know that there's something that somebody, 3 people. Remember, the last card on the bottom of the deck was love. Look at that love, same energy as that blood. See that? Remember that blood flew out on the table. First card. This let us know some harm. But love let us know somebody is connected to someone that she might have loved, or that loved maybe somebody she was connected to. I have a neighbor here. Okay? But I also have black magic. Voodoo, hoodoo, negative energy. Doesn't always have to mean black magic. It can mean just negative energy. But it says industry, and the industry is connected to the neighbor. So this kind of let me know this is in close proximity to something that's dealing with the industry. Well, as an 84-year-old woman, she not in no industry, right? No, she not in no industry. She lived in Arizona, right? And this happened around, they said, approximately at 9:45. So, you know what I mean? It to me, this goes back to, I don't know if she had other children, right? Let's see if she had other children. Let's see here. I'm looking on the computer at her picture because I like to look at a picture of her face, right? Very happy looking woman, right? This is, with the jealousy being in the middle, first card, the second card out, it's like as if someone was jealous. Someone wanted someone to learn a lesson. See that? Excuse me. Just ate, family, sorry. But I do know there's some harm that's happened. There's some blood shed. Okay? This is connected to industry and neighbor. Now, neighbor could mean an actual neighbor, or it could mean somebody in close proximity. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's clarify this spread, because this is different. This is some negative energy. This is some dark energy. This is something that's coming in reference of some jealousy or something that is connected to someone of the industry. Unless Miss Nancy had another child connected to the industry as well outside of Savannah. I don't know. Let's clarify and see what else the ancestors can tell us. But it's looking like there is some harm. There's some bloodshed, okay? Unfortunately. And everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. None of this can be proven until it is proven. I have to say that for entertainment purposes only. This is all non-factual until it's proven, okay? Remember that. I have to say that, okay? A lot of times it's proven. This is metaphysical reading. Metaphysical is a spiritual reading. If you don't believe in that, then you need to click off of here. This is not your channel, okay? All right, let's see about Miss Nancy Guthrie. What else, ancestors, can you tell us? Speak, ancestors, speak. What else can you tell me, ancestors? Clarity. Clarity, ancestors. What happened to Miss Guthrie? What happened to Nancy Guthrie? Where's she at? Where's Miss Nancy Guthrie at, ancestors? Miss Nancy Guthrie. Burn it. Oh. When I get this card right here, this is about somebody burning something. Burning evidence, burning someone up, burning something. Burn it. Also, enrage, flames, fire, okay, on the bottom of the deck. So, something may come out about something being found burnt up, or some type of burning of evidence, or they could have her in something where they may have allegedly maybe burned her up, you know, or it was some rage, or someone was burning up. It goes back to some type of court situation I have here, a legal situation. I don't know if any one of them was in some type of legal situation. Oh, I see now her daughter is Latanya. Yeah. Let's see. Did Savannah and Bush's daughter fall out recently? I might be mistaken. I saw it online. I don't know. Hey, Ebony. Hey, T. Okay, maybe Kim. I'm not sure. But that could be connected, right? Because I'm going to show you what came out on that industry. But look at how the court came out on this celebration. Was she in some type of legal situation, or was there some type of legal situation? Somebody is celebrating, or somebody is excited, or there's 3 people involved with some type of court situation. There could be a legal situation. Somebody was very emotional and mad and upset about it, but there's some jealous and evil stuff that's happening here. This is dark energy, family. This is jealousy and dark. There's something, what was going on with an 84-year-old to have all this negative dark energy here? This goes back to the school. The school tells me about children. And it's about, see how that school is there, and that's lessons? So, you see, this is something about a child, her child, or children, because that's what school is about, learning something, teaching somebody a lesson through the mother that's evil. Goes back to some type of legal stuff. This is connected to someone that may have showed her love. It looks like it might have been some type of relationship that may have been looked as if it was something healthy going on with the relationship with this lady and whoever this was. But it goes back to some type of military situation in the industry. What type of industry? Well, it looks like it was some type of military or militant or something connected to the military, government, industry. And the ancestors clarified it with the military, industry and military. I don't know if she has other kids, because that's on top of the court in the celebration. Don't forget the bloodshed came out. Please make sure you hit the like button when you guys come into the room. Now, I don't like this, right? So this energy of the negative energy that's here is about something being in the water. So they could find her in the water, find some type of situation around her being in the water. Or this could be just about somebody being very emotional. And this is on the same row as the evil, the jealous, and the negative energy here, or black magic, or spell, or something of that sort. And beside it is the neighbor with the healthy. Now, this always tells me about a healthy relationship, you know, or a healthy body, or she may have been healthy, may have not been anything wrong with her, and somebody in close proximity she had a good relationship with. That's what this is meaning. Or somebody, or even a neighbor, okay? But somebody that she is connected to, and mind you, I have the school with the lessons, which is about some children, okay? And then I have this military here with the industry. And then I have a neighbor. All of this is connected to some evil things. The way this spread come out, family, it don't look good. Like, especially with the blood. I know there's some blood shed sometime with this card when it comes out. And I don't like that burning. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then they gonna get it wrong. And sister telling me she could have been burglarized. Somebody could have broke into her house. Okay? Somebody could have broke into her house. They may get it wrong. And they may burn up some evidence. See, they may get it wrong. She might have had somebody burglarize her house. And it may have been something in reference of what it looks like is, if it was a burglary, they harmed her, right? And if it was a burglary, they know how to do exactly what they came in there and they planned it because they are militant. This can go back to being a militant operation when you look at that military on the industry, right? Could have been 3 people. They already had some type of legal situations going on. They're pure evil. Okay. Yeah, some harm has been. Let me look at this. Nancy Guthrie. Why is this here in reference of Nancy Guthrie, in reference of the celebration in the court? Why is that here? Can you tell me about that, ancestors, for Nancy Guthrie? Where is she at? What is that? Hospital. Somebody being taken care of. Rebellious. Oh. And that's connected to the military and the negative and the evil. But this celebration is somebody trying to take care of someone is connected to these 3 people. I feel like the rebellious behavior is connected to whoever did this. Let's see, why is this blood here? Show me the blood. Why is the blood here? Reference of Nancy Guthrie. What's happened to her? Where's she at? 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie. Where's she at? Show me, ancestors, in the cards. What happened to Nancy Guthrie? She went missing on the evening of January the 31st. Nancy Guthrie. Giving and receiving. I got water again. They need to look and see if there's some type of water near her. Anyways, this blood with this gifts. This is about giving and receiving. They harmed her behind something that they were trying to get from her. Okay? This is the 6 of coins, giving and receiving. Okay? And the harm happened because of that. Okay? I feel like there's something connected to even a robbery. But this has happened by people who, it could have been a robbery. I'm going to pull some more. Ancestors is telling me to pull more from this. Clarity on the evil and the jealous. But why is that here? The evil and the jealous. Why is that here? If there was a robbery, why would that be here? The evil and the jealousy, ancestors. Speak. Speak through the cards, ancestors. Tell us about the evil and the jealousy. The evil and the jealousy, Miss Nancy Guthrie. The evil and the jealousy. The evil. Non-verbal. Somebody not talking about it. They did it. Oh, man. This is somebody she know. This is somebody she know. Whenever this come out right here, and this done came out on many of my true crime readings, family, that be somebody you know. And they don't talk about it. See? Or they haven't said something about it. Or there's something nonverbal. And you know how I know it's somebody she know? Because the ancestors already told me it's somebody in close proximity to her. And I know because it was a healthy situation. It was a healthy relationship. The ancestors trying to tell me. And I see this 6 of coins wouldn't have came out on the blood if it wasn't, because you can't. Why would you want to give something to somebody who was trying to take something from you? So it's kind of like the gifts. The gifts is like a gift when you giving somebody something, right? And then the harm. But the nonverbal came out on the evil and the jealous. Somebody who was evil and jealous and didn't say anything. You see that? Look at that, right? So who would that be? Ancestors said they did it. Whoever it is married. Is she married? I don't know enough about this lady. Okay, I'm just doing this a raw reading, what I call a raw reading. Just going in it raw because I seen it online. And I said, okay, let me see. Ain't that interesting, Kim? Yeah. Okay, so let's see what else we can get, and then I'm going to jump into the other boy's case, okay? Ebony, you in here, so you could put some details in here. All right, let's see, family. Let's wrap this one up about Miss Nancy. What we do know is that it looks like some harm has happened, okay? I have to say that. What it looks like, it could have been made to look like a robbery. That's what I'm feeling, if it comes out like that. But in actuality, answers already showed us that see that psyop. See, they're gonna be playing mind games, and it could be what y'all saying. See that political warfare? Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot going on in this case. But what I'm seeing is somebody ain't saying nothing. Somebody who is evil and jealous, family. See that? So it's already some stuff going on. See that blood and the gifts? That's somebody, the neighbor, in close proximity to her. That's evil. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's see. What else can you tell us about where Miss Nancy Guthrie is? Ancestors 84. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Look what fell on the table. See? Look at that backstabber. See what I'm saying? And look at the corruption. Okay. So listen, family. See? And then didn't I tell y'all? Look, that's what this is, family. Look. The corruption is the same. See, because you got to think outside the box whenever you got the corruption to come out. See that money? This is somebody who has been in some type of legal situation and it's hand over, what do you call that? You know what I'm trying to say. But this is, see, remember we got the court situation up here? And I said it's somebody that's legal, and it's more than one person too, because we got the 3 of cups up here. Okay, but this goes back to the harm that they caused her because of some type of financial situation. See, if somebody is a backstabber, you can't stab nobody in the back and be a snake if they don't know you. You understand what I'm saying? She know them. She know this person. What else, ancestors, you want to tell us about? Where is Nancy? Ancestors said yes. I say confirmation, clarification, and look at that. Confirmation, clarification. Ashe, ancestors, speak. You see that? Somebody connected to her. Ancestors don't play. They said, and you know what? This card fell on the table. Look at this card. Somebody who needs to be in alignment. See, that healthy came out, and it's like somebody who is looked at as being in alignment. Somebody is connected to her. Ooh, look at the secret will be revealed. Look at what fell out. The secret in reverse. Bloodline. Yeah, look at the DNA. What else you want to tell us about this secret or this situation? Oh, and look at how the ancestors gave it to us. Look, this is the person. See, this was the secret. How this person was going to do it. See that secret and it came upside down? It's going to be revealed. Okay. I don't know why I stopped on imprisonment. Remember, we got the court stuff. I don't know if she's connected to somebody who's been in jail. Does she have a child that's been in jail, or a neighbor or a friend or somebody connected to some type of industry and military stuff? I don't know. What else you want to tell us about? Where's Nancy Guthrie? Where can they find her, ancestors? Thank you. Yeah, this was strategic, and there's the black and white checkerboard, as y'all all know. Okay. Look at the justice again. Look at the low vibrational energy. This was something about some type of justice situation or karma. Okay. This was very strategic the way they went about it. Okay. I'm gonna pull something from this and I'm gonna wrap it up, because I'm already seeing this was something. Yeah. What else, ancestor? Can you show us where she is? Yeah, she was in fear. Look, this is how she was. She was in fear for her life when they came at her. So, and it's a male. There it is. This a male, okay? Yeah, she was in fear of this male, okay? So we got a male, okay? But I don't think he worked alone. Down the rabbit hole we go. Yes, ancestors. Down the rabbit hole. Somebody could make a confession, okay? Make a deal. They could get somebody for this. They could arrest somebody for this. That's why the secret is going to be revealed. Show me what else you want me to know about they did it. What is that about? They did it. Can't confirm. Okay, timeline issues. Okay, is this, just flip this over to can't confirm timeline issues. So there could be something that comes out about Miss Nancy Guthrie that the time, like they said that they found her last night, or they didn't find her last night in her house. They went and looked for her, but she may have been missing before that, because the ancestors is saying they can't confirm timeline issues. So there's something that's wrong, or they can't confirm in reference of the time. What else, ancestors, you want us to know if they did it? Who is they? Who is they? Who is they did it? Crossroads. Somebody was at a crossroads. Home safety. Boom. Okay. So I feel like, yes, this person may have been watching her, okay, or knew what was going on in her home. See, I have a higher power here. What can you tell me about Miss Nancy Guthrie and her home? Is she near her home? There's the murder. Thank you, ancestors, below ground level. There's the murder. Okay, so here's the murder, okay? So, yes, she has been unalived, allegedly, okay? That is a top secret. She could be somewhere near a desert or out near the desert, which I think it was Arizona that she lived in. So she could be out in the desert somewhere, okay? The top secret is here in reference of what's happened to her, okay? I do feel like she's going to come up unalive, family, okay? I seen that with the blood earlier, okay? This is some type of deceptive situation around this this situation, family, that's happened out in the desert, out there where she is. This is top secret. This is some things happening below ground level that's not okay. The way the ancestors is telling me right now is that this goes a little deeper than just somebody coming in and trying to rob her. Okay, that's what the ancestors is saying. That's why we got that corruption earlier. Because this goes back to some type of financial situation, goes back to something that is being held and kept secret, okay? Very strategic, okay? That's why ancestors said it's down the rabbit hole. What can you tell me about this top secret of where Miss Nancy Guthrie is? What is the top secret? Did something flip over? I don't know. Nancy Guthrie. What's that top secret? Thank you, ancestors. Child. Boom. Okay? It's about her child. Contract paperwork. Told y'all the DNA came out earlier. Okay? I don't know if Miss Nancy had 2 kids. Okay? But it may not be about the one that was on the TV. But if she got another one, it could be about that one. Okay? Because there's something about some type of contractual paperwork. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only, all non-factual. This can't be proven until it is proven. This is a metaphysical reading, a spiritual reading. This is all non-factual, okay? I'm just pulling cards, all right? All right, so yes, this is coming up as that, okay? And the answers already told me multiple times because the school came up, remember? School, children, DNA came up. Answer said this is about somebody learning a lesson. See, some contract paperwork, something about some type of contract. This case could even go frozen in reference of what is happening. And you see what's behind that? Look. Yeah. Allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only. See that? Okay. Answers already told us here. They did it. It's a lot of sacrifices coming up right now. Let's pull an outcome card. Allegedly. Everything is allegedly here. Oh, man. Jeez. She's definitely not. Okay. Outcome. I'm praying against that, though. We hoping and praying that she is found alive. Okay. But the ancestors is showing me a little something different. Okay. Yeah, ancestors showing me this is about some big money. Okay. All right. I have a woman here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So she do have 2 siblings. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, thank you, Ebony, for that information. I just looked in, and her daughter does have 2 siblings, Ann and Cameron of Guthrie. Okay, yeah. So this could be connected to one of them. I don't know if one of them is in the military or connected to some type of court situation, court issue. There was definitely some problems around home safety for the mother, okay? So this could be something that way, because this went to be something about the next move for someone, and it blew up, okay? And I got black and white here. So this always card lets me know it goes back to some corruption. Somebody that's a backstabber, a snake. Outcome for Miss Nancy Guthrie. Will she be found? Will she be found, ancestors? The 8 of Swords. She may be bound. Okay, they may have her tied up at the moment. Yeah. Definitely the 6 of Wands. I definitely feel like she's fighting against she fought against someone that may have tried to come towards her, but they were successful. Okay. What else you want to tell me? Yeah. 5 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like once again, and look at all this fire, family. Remember at the beginning of my reading, I had to burn it. Look at the fire. Okay. Look at the fire. Look at the 5 of Wands. Okay. And look at her being carried. Somebody carrying her somewhere. Okay. All right. So yes, there is definitely some energy here of this is all wands. This is all drama. This is all everything here is allegedly as well. I'm definitely feeling like this is not gonna turn out great. What else can you tell me in reference to outcome? Yeah. It's going to be some communication within the next 8 days about what's happened to her. This definitely goes back to someone with some money. This is giving me male energy, okay? But I am showing that this is something connected to one of her children, okay? And something to that effect, okay? Oh, I have 2 8s here, 88. Wow. Yeah, she's hidden. They've hidden her very well. And it's something about fire, okay? Something about a fire. This could be even something around a fireplace, okay? I don't know. It's something about a fireplace, but something about fire, okay? Fire being used, fire being thrown, her being bound. They could find something like some rope or something of that sort within the home, around the home. They need to check and look and see if they can. Yeah, look at that, the 9 of Wands. She wasn't successful, family. 7 of Swords. Yeah, they came in. It was more than one person, okay? Yeah, and once again, I got fire again. I just really feel like they use something dealing with fire, okay? I'm getting that. And I don't get that burn it card often out of my deck. I have over 250 cards in this deck, and I have so much fire here. Fire element, fire sign, something about fire, okay? But we won't know until it's proven, right? Will she be found? Man, it doesn't. I mean, it's It's like as if somebody's gonna carry her to the rescue, right? Look at the male carrying her to the rescue, at like taking her out of the fire. She could be found, but if she is, it's not gonna be great. Okay, allegedly. Okay. All right, we're praying she is. All right, family. I'm gonna leave this one here so I can move to the next case. All right. Everything here is allegedly. Man, I hate that for this lady. Why they do that? Man. All behind some type of money or some type of contractual situation. There was definitely money involved with this situation. But she could be in the water, though. I got that specifically. That's interesting. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Because I can deep dive into that one. Remember, don't forget I got the home safety and the neighbor, okay? All right, everything here is allegedly. We'll watch it play out. Something about fire, though. Fire is strong. Could be a fire sign person, too. But I feel like it's about some action, or could be about business. Business. Jealousy and evil, okay? Don't forget the industry and military. All right, let's get to your case, Ebony, the one that you brought to me, right? I gotta pull it up. Okay, so, all right, family, those are the cards. Let me get everything back situated. I'm sorry. It takes me a little minute, okay? All right. Man. I didn't like that for the lady. All right, we hope she is found, okay? We hope she is found. Let's see what y'all said in the chat. I think they are Nancy's children as well. Okay, okay, Ebony, you said, and Cameron is a veteran. He flew planes for the military for 26 years. 26, we in year 26. 26, wow, National Guard. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Let's get into your case. All right, this one is on, let me pull it up. All right, I'm gonna leave that one there. That don't sound good. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do the case that you sent me, the recent one. This is on, I didn't get any details on it. It's just that they're missing. Okay, these are they say that they were missing. This is the two boys, Tremaine Pruitt and Jared Pruitt. Okay, they're from Alabama that is missing. For what I seen earlier, the two cousins went out Saturday night and haven't been seen or heard from since. Okay, so they're cousins, not brothers. They just have the same last name. Okay, understood. All right, so very nice looking boys, and they're missing. Okay, so they haven't been seen. That's what his family is saying on Facebook. Okay. We don't know these people. We're just doing true crime reading, spiritual reading, okay? Hopefully to be a voice for the voiceless, to help someone to be able to connect some things, okay, based off of the ancestors using a divination of the cards. So if you come in reference of any family members or anything like that, this is all in for the greater good, to assist and help with finding your loved one, or to find a loved one, or to give someone some information. Okay, so always remember that this is always non-factual, okay, readings that I do here until they are proven. They are spiritual readings. This is a metaphysical reading, and I am tapping into my ancestors' energy, or allowing them to use me as a vessel to bring you messages. All right, so let's see. All right, let's get to it. Yes, they are cousins. Tremaine's truck is missing as well. Okay, so I got his picture and I got the other one's picture. Tremaine, ancestors Pruitt and Jared Pruitt. Where are these cousins that are last seen in Sands Lounge? Sands Lounge in Birmingham. Where are these brothers that are last seen in Sands Lounge, Birmingham? All right, ancestors, give it to us clear and concise. Clear and concise, ancestors. What happened to these cousins? Hmm. Tremaine Pruitt. Wow. The end of a battle. I don't like the way this look. Okay, let me move my mouse and pull them up so you can see more of the spread. This looks like this was a hit. Okay. First card out. Okay. First card out. Okay. First card out. So this right here let me know, you know, this is about something being premeditated. This also goes back to a hit, right? Now, you know, when it says another industry hit, right? That could be any industry. You know, it don't have to be. This card normally come up when it's like a hit industry hit, like a Hollywood hit or music industry, drug industry. So it could be many industries, but it's a hit. When you say a hit, that means somebody who goes after someone because of something they have done. Okay. All right. And it looks like here, this goes back to some type of situation where somebody is not operating out of integrity. Okay. So the industry hit is because of somebody not operating out of integrity. But there's some type of situation here where someone had faith in them or had faith in the situation, you know, and it looks like that somebody got cut off, okay, because surgery is here underneath the faith. So it's like as if they were trying to cut somebody off or somebody cut them off. And the ancestors is telling me it's because of somebody actually telling something on someone or ratting someone out. Okay, that's initially what the hit is about. Okay, because the ancestors is saying that somebody was ratting someone out or could have ratted someone out. Okay. I don't know. It could, I don't know them. I don't know the situation. This is all what the ancestors is bringing through as a spiritual reading. Okay. Take it as it resonates. But if it doesn't, you know, the ancestors is just laying it out, right? It can't be proven until it's proven, because I'm seeing that the rat came before the power, right? So this let me know somebody in power, okay, caused this hit, okay? And this person in power cut them off, see, because they felt like somebody wasn't operating out of integrity of whatever was going on in this industry. You see that? So they created this hit because somebody was looked at as a rat, you see? Somebody was looked at as a rat. Somebody looked at as somebody being telling something, okay? And that person in power cut them off, okay? Surgery could be about a health situation, a health issue, but this also is about this is the word for to cut into or to cut someone off or cut something off, right? When you have surgery, you're going in to either cut into something or cut something off, okay? So this let me know somebody was getting cut off, okay? Okay, and it looks like that surgery is underneath of faith. Faith and surgery, the same energy, family. So that let me know whoever this was in power had faith that this wasn't what it, was, and then they also had faith. These boys had faith that, whatever was happening, that it was going to be okay. But somebody wasn't working, somebody wasn't operating out of integrity, and that's where the ratting came in. And now the ancestors say the end of the battle. Now, when the end of the battle come, that's the end of the battle, the end of life here on earth, the end of the battle in a situation. It tells me somebody is no longer here on this earth, but we still pray for, we still, we're going to just continue to see what the ancestors say. So let's keep going. Messages in reference of where these guys are, the cousins, ancestors, last seen in Birmingham, Sands Lounge, Tremaine Pruitt and Jared Pruitt, ancestors. Show us in the messages that you have here of what's happened to them. Show us where they are. They're missing. Where is it that they are, ancestors? Show us clear and concise of the clarity in the messages that you've given us here. Clarity in the messages that you've given us here. Yeah, told y'all. Yep. Ancestors speak. Ashe. Ashe, ancestors. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Error. My God, today. Mm, 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 mm. See, one of them was in some type of situation, family. I'm just going to keep it real. You know, the answers revealed through the cards, right? Just make sure you guys hit the like button when you come into the video as well, to make sure you like up for my channel, right? So I can get in the algorithm. People can see this and share it with others, right? Because we're a voice for the voiceless. But the answers is showing us on the first card out, family. This was all about revenge. You see that, family? The ancestor said that hit that we talked about, which was the first card out, family, this was about revenge, okay? On one of those boys, this was about revenge, okay? So this revenge, this hit, right, on these boys, see, somebody was faking and there was a mask being worn. Somebody wasn't being authentic, family. I told you, see that integrity that came out, somebody was made of ancestors, because they was not doing the right thing, family. We got a loss here, okay? Unfortunately, it looks like it's a loss because ancestors saying, see that mask being worn on somebody was hiding. Somebody was faking, ancestors saying. See that faking on that card and that not authentic? See that faking? See, yeah, somebody was found out, family. See, because that's the gray area. That's what people don't know about. Somebody was wearing a mask, and that's what caused the hit. That's what caused the revenge. You see what I'm saying? And so right here, look on the integrity, we got the contracts. So somebody not operating out of integrity because of some type of contract. Now, contract don't have to be a written contract, although this is a blood contract, okay? But sometimes it costs you your blood when it's a verbal contract, a physical contract, or even a written contract, right? This is a blood contract, costs you your life. This is a deadly contract right here, family. It's all because of no integrity. See that? So one of them was in something verbal, written, or something that cost somebody their life, family. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you straight up. Okay, and this came down from somebody that had some type of power. This person is not known or seen. Okay, because here's the loss on the power. See, they lost the power. Whoever these boys was, or whoever was connected to this situation of why this happened, that hit, they lost the power, but also that person in power created this loss. You see that? Because of some type of contractual situation, or somebody not operating out of integrity, and this was the revenge. You see? See, they are ancestors now. Ancestors done came through. See, they are the ancestors, okay? On that faith. See that? Ancestors coming through. And look at the digital. Something about digital money, digital currency, or devices on a phone, a cell phone, a laptop, something about that in reference of something being cut off. So somebody could have sent some type of information or found some type of information out on some type of digital device. Okay, now this digital doesn't always mean digital device. It could be digital money, currency, you know, the cash apps and the, you know, whatever it is. It could have been something like that. But I feel like this goes back to some type of communication, phone or a laptop, or maybe even a text message or something like that. But it's definitely, excuse me, it's definitely showing me that that's how somebody got cut off. But it's also showing me in the spread, once I'm looking back at it, the way it came out, that these boys, this was something that was going on that was hidden. See, and that's where that loss came in at, right? They were doing some things digitally too, see, with somebody in power, because it's all connected, that digital, that mask, and that power. So this is letting me know that, and the loss is the same energy as that rat. See, so I know the loss is because somebody ratted. See, that energy is dark, both cards. Yeah. Okay. So hey Marquita, Mary, I'm sorry. And yeah, so that's what this is giving. See that? Okay. I pretty much see how this is going. Now, I got that error down here on the bottom. This was a mistake. Somebody made a mistake, okay, in this revenge. Somebody was watching them too, okay? Somebody was watching them, okay? And it looks like it goes back to some type of breakup, or the breakup doesn't have to be relationship. It could be in behind some type of oath. See that? And there was some type of assault. Okay. I felt like the assault, look at what I got underneath the assault. Drunk. And look underneath of the drunk. Car. But you said it was a truck. It could be car or truck. It's just transportation, right? So I feel like they may have been leaving the club drunk. Some type of assault situation may have happened as well. But this goes back to some type of oath. Somebody verbally written contract. Okay, something connected, and there was a breakup behind it. Somebody decided that see, there's something about an error. Okay, somebody being watched. Maybe they didn't mean to do something. Maybe they didn't mean to do it. You know, maybe they didn't mean to, you know, maybe get rid of something that somebody gave them or something. You know, it could be anything when you're dealing with certain industries, and it's kind of like get back. It's kind of like this. Well, this is revenge. Okay. Let's look and see what else we can find in these cards, and we'll wrap it up with their case, because I pretty much see what it is, but I don't think it's going to turn out well, family, okay? I hate these type of cases where I had to say that, but everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. We're praying. We're very prayerful and hope that these men are found. But the way it's looking like to me, the ancestors is giving me some energy here, okay? Clarity, ancestors. Where's Tremaine and Jared Pruitt? Tremaine and Jared Pruitt. Can you tell us where they are? What happened to them? Tremaine and Jared. Tremaine and Jared. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Here's the underground in reverse, okay? Yeah, hate to say it. Yeah, I don't think so either. Right. They may be into AI. Yeah, could be that too, Kim. Yeah. But the tunnel is in reverse, family. So this let me know something that was normally underground is being now revealed with this situation. Or it could have been an underground situation that went wrong. Because there was a warning. There was some type of warning. See, I feel like that's that. See that digital? And you see how that industry hit is that rat. See, because the underground was revealed. And look at the lies. See? Instance said there was lies being told. So the lies being told go back to the rat. See? And the underground tunnel in reverse. Right? So that underground tunnel in reverse definitely stands out to me for some reason, family. I feel like what they were doing was underground. You know what I'm saying? So let's look and see what that underground tunnel is trying to tell me when it's in reverse. Okay, here it go. All right, so it say, in the book it say, path discovered. Okay, see what I'm saying? So they was found. There was path discovered, underground exposed, like I said. A route revealed. So their route was revealed. So when they left from that club, somebody knew what was going on, where they was going. Something underground was exposed. That's that ratting. Somebody ratted and exposed that underground situation that they was into. Okay. So there was some type of underground situation they was into, and somebody told, you know, there was something revealed, and there was a warning not to. Okay. The ancestors saying with that tunnel, that's an operation that has surfaced, right? And there was some lies being told. That's why the ratting is here. What else you want to tell us about these boys that are missing, ancestors, and what happened? Can you share with us a little bit more of what's happened here, especially with this whole situation of the industry hit? Yeah, premeditated, like I thought. Yeah, high vibes in reverse. See, it was premeditated. Okay, so whoever, they already knew, because it was whatever had happened, they already knew. You know what I'm saying? They already knew what they was going to do because of what was revealed. Okay. Or what was they felt was somebody ratted on them, or somebody ratted out the situation they was doing, or something like that. High vibes in reverse is about energy blocked, okay, consciousness lowered, a spiritual disconnection, or awareness dimmed, okay. So, but it was premeditated, okay. I feel like they're in some type of secluded area. It could be in the water, near some trees, near some mountainous forest area, okay. They could be there. What else you want to tell us about what's going on with these boys, the Pruitt boys? Yeah, they moved them. They're in some type of they traveled, okay, with them. So I feel like, I don't know if they had to, you know, use anything like this, but I do feel like that they moved them, or they were traveling, or they were moving. We already got car earlier, or a truck. So I do know it did happen around that situation. This was some, yeah, see, somebody was struggling with some type of financial situation. So this, and somebody is the witness. You see, somebody witnessed this situation. But see, this goes back to some type of financial situation, and somebody struggling, and also struggling mental of what happened and what they did. And somebody knows, okay, what they did and what happened. All right. I'm going to leave that one there. Let me pull some from this. I feel like they got in too deep. Somebody got in too deep to something, and they may have told something on someone, and excuse me, it doesn't look good the way it turned out. And the reason why they were doing some of this is because they were struggling with finances. Okay. What else you want to tell us about what happened to the Pruitt cousins? Thank you, ancestors. Yeah, delays. So some stuff will be delayed, that may not come out. There's going to be some distractions in reference of the situation. So I feel like that with this case, it's going to be some delays and some distractions. Things aren't going to come out right now. Okay, so it may be some delays, it may be some distractions. And I feel like the boys also had some type of delays and distractions that were happening in their life. That could be why they were, you know, out partying, doing what they were needing to do, or doing what they, yeah, they had red flags though. And this was about some type of work, like I thought. Yeah, this is something about somebody hustling. Okay, that's what the ancestors is giving me. Okay, this was red flag. All right. And this is about somebody working, okay? And they won't doing no construction neither, all right? Allegedly, okay? Because the ancestors is letting me know based off of how the spread came out and how these messages is coming out. All this was a red flag. There was somewhere that they, hey, Fatima, where they had no business being in this situation, and ratting something out or telling something or something like that has happened. These boys could be near a water, if they got a lake or a pond or a beach near where this place was that they last was seen. They need to look there, because I'm getting so much about water. Okay. What else you want to tell me? Last messages of where they are. Where are they? Where are they? Ancestors, show me in the cards. Where are they? Something about a partner or a spouse. Let me see what flipped out. Paper. There's a paper trail. Okay. And listen to your intuition. Okay. So somebody already feels it and knows exactly what have happened to them. Something connected to some type of paper trail, okay, in reference of where these boys are. And see, they were hired. This has something to do with work, being hired. There was some, yeah, there by somebody that's big, okay. Medical emergency is here. I feel like this goes back to, hey, Ricky. Okay, let me go back and read some of your messages, Ebony, because I missed it. Somebody was watching them and following them. Yes, it was a video posted in the comments of one of them. Somebody had captured while in the club. Now they're missing. Coincidence? That's strange. Yeah. Family was showing what one had on, but it's just funny. Somebody caught that video. Right. No, but we have a lot of backwoods and little country towns and woods here in Alabama. Okay, yeah. Well, I feel like if it's any type of rivers or lakes or ponds or anything like that, or even off of I don't know if y'all have any like bridges or anything like that. See, this is somebody was enraged. Okay, somebody was very angry with these boys, or one of them. Something about somebody being hired, okay, for something, and something happened. Something happened, okay. This was no accident that ancestors saying. It may look like it, or it may have been an accident to one of them. Maybe one of them felt like it was something that they didn't realize was they were doing that was wrong, but they were being watched, okay. So I definitely feel like one of them felt, or somebody felt like they thought it was an accident in reference of how it went down, okay? But it was definitely some warnings. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the ancestors are giving me the warning and the red flag. So it was like they ignored it. Whoever this situation came down to, somebody ignored the red flags and the warning, okay? They ignored it, okay? But they got it. But the reason why they ignored it, because they were struggling. They were going through some type of financial woe, okay? Which makes sense, you know, if you just going on. But see, This right here, this is what really brought it down to the last thing. You know what I'm saying? The last resorts. What else do you want to tell me about Tremaine and Jared Pruitt and where they are in? Sister, show me. I got a parental figure. I don't know what that's about. Power supply is sticking out, and I got inside job sticking out, and I got Democrat on the bottom. Parental figure. And I had spouse and partner earlier. I don't know if they have kids or one of them have kids. I keep getting this Republican. Okay, that may be somebody higher up, and here's the couple in reverse again. So this could be about somebody or connected to someone in love. Okay, so this could be connected to some type of female situation that's connected to a male. That could be something that also is coming up. Okay, maybe the energy goes back to somebody's baby daddy or them being a baby daddy, and no longer being with a female. Some type of love situation that's here with somebody who's big, in some type of industry that may have been trying to get revenge. Maybe that's the situation, because remember underneath of here we had the breakup. Okay, so this is a breakup about a relationship, so that could be something. Maybe the oath was, or the assault was something that was connected. Maybe the oath in the contract, because this could be a contractual thing about a marriage. So maybe somebody was didn't know that somebody was married. Okay, and that could have been revealed. Okay, that's another thing that's coming to me. Maybe the work of this person goes back to who they are. Okay, they have some type of power. And Sister's saying it to me now, okay, because I keep getting this Republican, although it's him, but just look at the word, okay? Look at the person in power, right? Okay, because with this love stuff keep coming up, that's making this parental stuff coming up, that's making me feel something about some type of warning. Okay, something being revealed. Maybe it wasn't a ratting out of, you know, a drug situation. This could have been a relationship situation. Okay, because somebody got revenge. Okay, and somebody looked at it as an accident, so maybe they didn't know, but they were being watched. Interesting. See, somebody knows, and this goes back to somebody with some money, and it's a male with some money. And here's the digital again. I got the digital twice, okay? This could have been avoidable, Ancestor said, okay? This could have been avoidable, but something blew up. The boys didn't have the money that this person has. This person has power. But I know it goes back to some type of digital phone or something that they found something out on. See that phone right there? I got digital twice. So this is definitely something, okay? Started meditating. Good. Good, Ricky. I'm glad you started meditating. I gave up unhealthy attachment 34 days ago. Good for you. That is so amazing. Yeah, so scared, right? Yeah, so this could be multiple things, okay? I feel like multiple, you know what? The answers is saying, yes, somebody had a paper trail, okay? This is a paper trail. Paper trail means that something goes back to this situation with this male, okay? Whoever this male is has some type of money, okay? This male could be a person that travels a lot, okay? Because there's the travel and there's the airplane, okay? Could be somebody's lover, all right? Baby daddy, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. Outcome message, will they be found? Will something come up about this, ancestors? Show me the last messages you want me to know about these cousins that are listening. It definitely doesn't look great, though. But, I mean, I definitely see a loss, okay? Can you tell me the outcome? Will they be found, or what's happening in reference of this situation? Will they be found, ancestors? Can you show me any outcome you want us to know about those Pruitt cousins in Alabama? Outcome. The Pruitt cousins. Woo! Okay, that flew out. Ace of Cups. Yeah, this was about some type of love situation. Okay. Yeah. Ace of Cups. And it turned deadly. Two of Wands. Yeah. Somebody. Yeah. Yeah. And it's a young female that's connected to an older male. Okay. That this went. Why this happened. This was somebody ratted one of these boys out about somebody being connected to them. Yeah, High Priestess. Yeah. And somebody could, Instance said, listen to your intuition too. But this is about a female. She could be spiritual, okay? And a male. 7 of coins. Yeah. Well invested in this situation too. I just feel like this was about some love situation that went wrong now. That's what I'm feeling. Something of that sort. Yeah. Yeah, baby mama, Queen of Cups, okay? Temperance card here as well, okay? And then the Hermit, okay? So this was a male. I feel like one of those guys was dealing with somebody, okay? And it went wrong. Somebody found out. Somebody was in a relationship. Somebody could have been married at one time, but separated, or it's some type of situation like that, okay? Yeah. See, whoever this was, the darkness was brought to the light. Whatever was happening in the dark. That's why Ancestor said somebody was wearing a mask. See, somebody was faking and BSing, but somebody was ratted out. See, that's why the Ancestor gave me that mask on that revenge and the hit. And the contract was some type of contractual situation. This goes back to divorce or marriage. Okay? So that was where the integrity. See, somebody wasn't operating out of integrity, meaning they wasn't doing the right thing towards a relationship. See? And that goes back to this breakup. Okay? Somebody might have not known, family. Okay? Somebody might have not known some stuff. But then I do feel that somebody may have known, because it was many red flags and warnings. Okay? Okay? So, yeah. This was definitely about some type of love situation with one of those boys. But somebody knows, too. And it's a female. She know. And she watching, too. Whoever this female is. She's struggling right now. Okay? She could have been struggling with some money. And that's why she was messing with multiple people. But now she got mental anguish behind this situation. She feeling it. I don't know why I'm hearing Jay-Z. I'm feeling it. Right? That song. Put your hands in the sky. I forgot the words. Put your hands in the sky. Feeling it. Right? I'm hearing that over and over and over in my head. I don't know why. Maybe they were playing that. Maybe that was playing in this club. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Anyways, that's the messages in reference of what happened to them boys. Okay? I don't feel like it's gonna end great. Ancestors saying plot twist, okay? Some type of cover up behind a female. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. Love situation gone wrong. Somebody baby mama or wife or something like that. Okay? From one of them. That's what it looked like. All right? Let me read y'all comments because I missed everything. Caught up. Yeah, Kim, caught up. Right. People that play bad games will get bad prizes. That's for sure. People that play good games get good. Hello. Okay. Caught up like Usher. Right. Someone always knows on the back end. Yes. Hate to say, but it's never good when someone goes missing, let alone grown men. Right, girl. That's true. Came in late. Who was this on? This was on some cousins that is out of Alabama. This was a case that was sent to me, hon. Hey, Jeanette. This was on, yeah, I'm praying they'll be fine. Me too, Mary. But this was a case that Ebony had gave us to do on the Pruitt guys. These are the boys right here that are missing out of Alabama, okay? And we hope that they are found. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. This is all non-factual or spiritual reading, but these are the boys, and hopefully they are found, okay? We are praying for them to be found, okay? But the reading just didn't, you know, when I get that end of the battle, family, and with that revenge and that hit, and somebody telling something on someone, don't look good. You know what I mean? So So I don't know, family. I don't know. I don't like it. Let's see. Who else? Oh man, I hope they didn't rat to the racist cops out there. I don't know. It could have been a situation like that too, Kim, but also what I was picking up was some type of love situation, some type of relationship situation. Because they said it was, because Ebony said they was in the club and left the club and went missing. So I feel like, and they said something on Facebook. I don't have Facebook, so I don't know. I didn't even know the case. I went into that one just without knowing anything really. But she was saying that they had some video on Facebook showing them in the club. So I don't know. Yeah. So what's the next case? I can do one more case, y'all. Who else y'all want me to do? True crime case. So we did Nancy. It looks like somebody close to Nancy. Okay. Something about fire with Nancy. Looks like with these fellas in Alabama, the Pruitt cousins, it looks like it goes back to some type of love situation. Somebody ratted somebody out. Somebody was messing with a married person, or somebody who they thought was broke up, or may have been broke up, separated, but somebody with some money made something move. Okay. I don't know what the ancestors say. They could find that truck somewhere soon too. Okay. So I'm just hearing that as well. All right. Yeah, keep me posted, Ebony, about what happens with that case. Please do. Y'all know I can't keep up with all these cases. I be trying to, but I just can't, family. I have so much going on, okay? Somebody sent me something today, a comment today, and somebody sent me an email today or the other day about one of the readings, right? I had to go back, family, and look what y'all be sending me. I think she was saying that the case with the guy, Tyrone Davis, some of the things started coming out, or he or she, somebody sent it to me. I haven't been keeping up with the case, but I think some of the things that came out that I did a reading on, it's come out now. So they were just telling me that some of that information, and I didn't keep up with that case. I did do a extra reading on him on Patreon, and it did come out that he was going to get justice. Okay. And because I did get that, I may post a clip of that. I'm not sure yet, but I'll let y'all know. How was that other one I sent you? What was that other one I sent you? Oh, have you done John Gandy? Who is that? Let me see. Is that a celebrity? No. That's disappearance of a 19-year-old that's last seen in Waynesboro, Mississippi. Has been missing since January 8th, 2025. He was last seen getting into a red and burgundy vehicle on Hollybush Church Road. His mother, Shay Gandy, has been actively seeking answers and has offered a reward. The case remains unsolved. The community is encouraged to reach out with any leads. Wow, he was 19. Oh no. Trauma and drama. Let's see, family. Missing since January the 8th. Gandy. Okay. No, he's a young boy from Mississippi. Yeah, I see now. Waynesboro, Mississippi. Okay. I can look at his, I can look at him too. Okay. I can look at his case. Okay. And see what's going on with him. Okay, see what the ancestors can tell us, or where he may be, or what he wants us to know, right? So this is John Gandy, all right? Thank you, Ebony. Let's look and see what's going on with John Gandy, okay? He's 19 years old, All right. January the 8th, 2025 is when he went missing, ancestors. I'm looking at his picture. Eyes tell a lot. Look like he may have been going through some things. Looks a little mischievous. That's the word the ancestors is giving me. It says John was leaving his girlfriend's apartment, getting into a red vehicle. All right, so let's see what it is that the ancestors want us to know. Where is John Gandy? What happened to him, ancestors? Where's John Gandy? John Gandy, where's John Gandy? Ancestors, what happened to John Gandy? John Gandy, where's John Gandy? Ancestors, John Gandy. John Gandy. Drown. Oh, wow. Something about mental health. Tower moment happened. Okay. I don't know if he's ever been in the hospital for mental health issues, this guy. I told you he looked a little mischievous in the eyes, right? His eyes tell it all, right? But I'm going to show you guys. I hope you can see the spread. First card out was hospital. I know he's a very emotional child, okay, because I have the drowning in emotions here, but also that goes with the doctor and the mental health. So I have something about a hospital. They may need to check and see if he was in some type of hospital, or he may have been admitted to a hospital. Maybe he had some type of, you know, suicidal type situation where he may have tried to take his own life in some way, or he may have snapped out. That's what I'm getting. That's the word that I'm getting. Something about mental hospital, okay, is what I'm feeling and what I'm getting here. Anyways, first card out was hospital, okay? Y'all know the hospital can mean an actual physical hospital, or it can mean that somebody was trying to take care of you, or someone was taking care of you, because that's what they do in the hospital. They try to take care of you, get you well, right? The hospital is right beside doctor, okay? Hospital and doctor is right beside each other. That's a medical physician, all right? And then beside doctor, family, is the mental health, okay? So this definitely spells out a mental health hospital with a doctor. Look at what's underneath of the hospital. Suicide. Suicide. So this lets me know he could have been trying to take his own life, and it looks like get back at you or back at you, okay? Shots fired underneath the doctor, and then the tower moment. Okay, this is something good or bad, but a surprise or unexpected situation. Well, it definitely is underneath the mental health, so it lets me know something unexpected happened with the mental health, connected to a hospital, doctor, mental health, and suicide. You see how that came out? So and then the drowning of emotions, okay? You drowning in your emotions, tears, crying. This energy goes back to the mental and the doctor. It's the same energy, okay? It's something he may have tried to unalive himself, or cause harm to himself in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Doesn't mean he jumped off a bridge. It could be, allegedly, but it means something that he did cause harm to himself. But back at you is here. So back at you means return to sender, or shots fired, or you getting revenge, or somebody getting revenge on you. So this is something unexpected, okay? So maybe it's like as if something may have happened. He may have ran into somebody who was trying to cause harm, or may have caused harm to him, that had some type of mental anguish, okay? And it was a tower moment. Whatever it was, it's something that popped off, okay? Because of somebody's emotions. Oh, man. Wow. Clarity in the spread. In reference of John Gandy. I don't know if he's had mental issues in the past, or dealt with people with some type of mental issues or something of that sort. May have been suicidal. Had some type of situation. Here's a female. Card female flipped over. Okay, while I was shuffling. Something about a female. Was he leaving a female house? Something about a female. Female just flipped out. Okay? Something about a female. Are they sure that he left clarity on the messages that are here, or something connected to a female. Clarity on this for John Gandy, Waynesboro, Mississippi. What happened? Clarity on the messages here. John Gandy, Waynesboro, Mississippi. John Gandy, ancestors. What happened to him? John Gandy, what happened to him? John Gandy, ancestors. What happened to him? Okay. Buried. Okay. He may have been something about some type of buried in a phone. Sexual partner. Yeah. Something's on camera. Betrayal. Okay. This goes back to that female. Okay. And a breakup. Emotion. Water. Something from his past. It's all on the bottom. There's a history. And he has child trauma. Yeah, I feel like in the next few weeks or days, something is going to come up, though. Okay, so I'm seeing all of that underneath the deck. And the reason why I pulled that is because I wanted to see what the ancestors are saying was buried, what was hidden. Okay, I have on this hospital drunk. I don't know if he got alcohol and, you know, was drunk when he left and may have needed to be taken care of or something like that. It goes back to some type of assault. May have had an assault. He may have been assaulted and had to go see the doctor maybe while he was drunk, or he may have assaulted the female. The female may have needed to see a doctor because of some type of relationship situation, a commitment, somebody's mental health. Looks like was the situation. Here's the breakup. See, there's the breakup on the causing harm to himself. Okay, so I feel like it goes back to some, and the breakup is with the female. Okay, so was there something going on? Definitely telling me that somebody was monitoring spirits on that back at you. So this is something, some type of situation that goes back to this assault. Okay, here's the error, oops, a mistake in tower moment. Okay, but it looks like it goes back to that mental health. This has something to do with a breakup. This has something to do with something unexpectedly happening, somebody snapping. Okay, there's an assault here, somebody getting into a confrontation. Okay, somebody who he had a commitment with, family. He may have been drunk. Okay, this all started behind some type of breakup. Him causing harm to himself was maybe him even being into this situation, or somebody doing this to him because of a female. Okay, that could be what's buried. He may have had, I mean, she may have had, or she may have been around, they may have been around more than one person, and something unexpected happened. Whoever this was, they not mentally stable, family. Okay, this boy needed a hospital and a doctor. Okay, this could have been him, or it could have been somebody around him, but there was some alcohol involved. Okay, he was 19. He wasn't even, shouldn't even been drinking. See, that's one mistake. See, that's why ancestors say that caused harm to yourself right there. But kids will do that type of stuff, especially when they're going through emotional things. We've seen the emotions at the first card out that came out, right? So we already know he was going through some emotional things, especially if it's with a female in a breakup. He's 19. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say, you know, how I was feeling or doing at 19 in a relationship, right? So let's see what y'all talking about in the comments. His location last pinged at a house. Okay. And I also seen a still photo of him getting in that car. It says he was last seen leaving his girlfriend's home and getting into a car. I was trying to find where his mom said something about the house. His phone pinged. Nobody there saw him. Right. See, because remember the ancestor said was buried is something about his phone. See what the ancestors see? Look at this. Was buried, which means was hidden. It's something about that phone, right? You see that phone? And look what's underneath of it, family. I'm just pulling underneath the deck. You know I read underneath the deck. Look at the next card. Sexual partner. See that? And that sexual partner goes back to this assault. Same energy. See that? Same energy. See, it was a fight. It was some type of situation. Somebody he had a commitment with. See what the answers say? See, it all went wrong. See, there was something that went wrong with this sexual partner situation. I don't know what it is, but they know. And the answers to say, guess what? Something's on the phone or some type of recording. There's a camera with that phone. Look at the same energy, family. See the camera? Look at the snapshot. It says snapshot. Snapshot. Video. Phone. Camera. Phone. Right? There's something here. Look at the betrayal. She betrayed him. Well, somebody betrayed him. And it was emotional. Past. See? History. They got a past history of these things happening. He got a past history of seeing some things happen as well, because I got that child trauma here. So he's also had some trauma in his life, and he died at 19. I know it for a fact. The ancestors showing it to me. Okay? Allegedly. Everything is allegedly. I have to say that for entertainment purposes only, though. Okay? I have to say that. All right, but the answers is revealing to me exactly what it is, family. It looks like something is hidden, and these people know, okay? People know. I hate when they say people come up missing. People be knowing, man. People be knowing, family. They be knowing something. Hold up, trying to find what his mom said. Okay. Let me pull some more on him. John Gandy. What happened to John Gandy? And sister, show me what happened to John Gandy. Where is he at? He's been missing. Political. Crossroads. Okay. I don't know if he had some type of or he was, you know what the answers is showing me and telling me with this political and the crossroads is like, did he have some type of mental situation going on where he was in some type of maybe program or government situation of some sort? That's what I'm getting from that. I don't know why, because I got the crossroads with that political. So it's kind of like he was at a crossroads, didn't know which way to go, dealing with many things as a 19-year-old with that political coming out, right? And so to clarify that political for John Gandy. Yeah. Here's the perversion. It was in reverse, okay? And then I have an alien, okay? And then I have a secret weapon. You know what this makes me feel like with that perversion here? First of all, in reverse, right? Like as if something happened between him and the girlfriend. See, the perversion in reverse is about moral restoration or behavior corrected. A behavior corrected. So if your behavior is being corrected, if you got caught with your pants down and your behavior is being corrected because you had a tower moment and it was you felt there was a mistake. See, but somebody else may have not thought that, and that's where this mental situation, somebody flipped. I keep getting somebody snapped, okay? Somebody snapped. It was an assault and somebody's mental health is involved. Not only his, but somebody else that may have done this to him, family. Okay? Because it was something that popped up. Now I have an alien here. Okay? That lets me know about, let me go to where I can tell you exactly what it's trying to tell us with that alien. That alien is telling us about an unknown influence or a mysterious intervention. See? So when you got caught with your pants down in some type of this tower moment, okay, happened. Somebody came in to correct him. Somebody came in to make sure they assaulted hit that boy, okay, because of something that was going on. He caused harm to himself. It was a back at you. I'm gonna get you. See, I'm gonna get you. Okay. And that alien is about that. That alien is about mysterious intervention, an unexplained situation. See, somebody who seems to be to come in for an intervention of this type of behavior. See, he got caught with his pants down. That was the tower moment. See that? And whoever this person is may not be known to other people. There's a secret weapon here. Okay, that secret weapon it goes back to something happening in secret weapon. Somebody had a secret weapon. You might have used a secret weapon, but this is about a hidden advantage. Okay, a concealed tool or unknown resource. See, this is something that others don't know, because guess who knows it? This sexual partner. This sexual partner knows, allegedly. Ancestors telling me, allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only. This sexual partner knows. See that? Because this happened. You see? See how that sexual partner know? Allegedly. Yeah. That's what the ancestors say. See what I'm saying? Everything is alleged. All for entertainment purposes only. This is just a spiritual reading. Metaphysical reading can be proven until it is proven. Ancestors, show me, where is this baby John Gandy? Some type of travel inside job. Flight. Somebody could have traveled. And here's the imprisonment. Somebody could be locked up or could have been locked up. There's the divorce and the separation again. I got it again. Inside job, and there's the murder. Okay, so inside, let me know, inside the family, inside somebody knowing when somebody is inside, and look at what happened. Okay, and look at why. Okay, we already had the breakup. I told you guys, this was somebody who had been locked up before. Okay, and the reason why I know somebody been locked up before is because it go back to the political. That's the government thing, the federal. See, that's like getting my federal card. Somebody's been in federal prison that did this to this baby. Okay. Because he got caught with his pants down. Somebody didn't like his behavior. You understand? And it caused this. See? Might have even covered up this. Okay? Over a sexual partner. Okay? That's where he is. Where's he at, ancestors? Show me where he is. And what did they do? Thank you. Yeah, higher power. He's gone up to the Most High. Because it's self-sabotage. He put himself in this situation, family. Unfortunately, everything is allegedly here, but this is what the ancestors is showing me, okay? This is something that happened because of his own doing. Okay, allegedly. I hate to say it like that, but I have to be truthful in the message because the answers already showed me over here with the U's eye, right? That's that. Self-sabotage. When you self-sabotage yourself, you cause harm to self. See? And it was because of what? This is how it came. This is how the U's eye came. Look. Look. See? This is how it came out of two different decks, family. Look. This is what happened. You see? See what happened? Fortunately to this baby, the trauma. See that trauma? Ancestor threw this was the first, one of the first cards out the ancestor threw. Look at that. With that breakup. Same energy. Ancestor said a female and sexual partner. Somebody he was involved with. And guess what? We already seen somebody thought he was perverted for dealing with having sex with this girl. His behavior wasn't called for. See, that's what was turned upside down. Got caught with his pants down. And somebody flipped the hell out. You understand? Somebody flipped. Tower moment. Unexpectedly on this baby. So that's what happened to this boy. Makes me angry. Anyways, I'm going to get out of this energy, family. Okay? Get out of this energy. It's too young. He didn't deserve that. Okay. All right. I wonder, was she way younger than him? Probably was. You know, he was only 19. You know? Mom says people at the house at his last location yelled at her in the search party, telling them they can't come to the property without a warrant. Strange. See? I wonder what was the girlfriend's excuse is taking him there and not leaving with him. I wonder, was she younger? Yeah, I don't know. Tragic. I wonder if the girl was underage. Right. Everybody's saying, I wonder, was the girl underage? That's why we probably got that perversion. Because, you know, perversion would give that, and then that perversion was in reverse. You see that? How it came out, family? So that kind of show. That's what the ancestors kind of showing us. This is what, you know, caused this. right? Let's pull the outcome and let's see what the answers give us. And this will be my last one, family. Ain't no telling, people are so cruel. Yes, they are. And everything is allegedly. Yeah, she could have been. Yeah, she could have been 16. He was just 19. Right. Okay. Both too young to be doing what they was doing. And it looks like it got out of hand and somebody flipped. You see that? Because that back at you means I'm going to get you. You see what I'm saying? This is a return to sender. And it's shots fired. So he could have been shot, allegedly. All for entertainment purposes only. Non-factual. But I'm picking up gunshots. That's what I'm picking up, okay? I'm picking up assault and I'm picking up gunshots, okay? They could have been drinking, okay? Ain't had no, he not even 21, right? So these are the things. That's why answer says self-sabotage. You cause harm to yourself by doing stuff you ain't have no business, allegedly. Outcome for this baby, John Gandy. Outcome for John Gandy. Answer says yes. And there's the King of Pentacles that put down what he was supposed, what he tried to do. This is the King of Pentacles right here. Somebody sitting on their throne and didn't like what was going on. And there's the judgment with that baby. That baby is gone, family. See that? This is the older male, and this is John. And look at how he's turned away. He don't even want to look at him because he was under judgment. And then look. See, this is the male, an older man. See that? Outcome. You see? And that's a cemetery. Okay? Somebody with some money. One last message in reference of any energy in reference of John Gandy. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. 3 people working together to cover this up, okay? Yeah. And they got the go. The Ace of Wands. So, yeah. And there was some sexual stuff going on, too. This was about some sexual situations with that female, okay? Because I already got the sexual. It could have been a sexual assault, okay? Somebody could have thought he assaulted somebody. Sexually. That's what the answers just said to me with this Ace of Wands. You hear what I'm saying? Somebody thought that boy may have raped somebody, family, okay? Assaulted somebody because his mental anguish is in there with that mental health and them pants down. See that? This right here let me know, okay? This right here let me know. Everything allegedly all for entertainment purposes only, non-factual. But this is what I'm seeing, okay? I'm going to leave it there. Doesn't look good, though, but it looks like somebody thought that this is what happened, okay? Some type of sexual assault, because this card also means sexual assault, abuse, and retaliation, okay, on a sexual partner, okay? And I got that, and I also got the assault, and you've seen the perversion in reverse. You've seen the mental health. That means somebody wasn't mentally there. Suicide, causing harm to themselves. Tower moment. You see? Back at you. See? Revenge. So it's some things, family. It's some things. Everything here is allegedly, though. All right? This is all non-factual. I hope that you guys enjoyed these readings. They could have got into it and she told her family. Yeah, that too. She probably was told to not see him again. So many questions. Yes, yes. But you see the base of what it was, though, right? Some kids having no business doing what they was doing. That's what the original situation was. Whether it was he put her in this type of situation because he self-sabotaged himself. But guess what? Daddy or somebody, I don't know why I just got dad, okay, won't having it. All right? Okay? That's the outcome. All right? Ace of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, okay? And the King of Pentacles on his throne. And he looks stern as hell. And he ain't taking no shit. Excuse my language. And I don't even cuss. Okay? So that's the messages from the ancestors, okay? So sad, not worth his life. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. All right, family. All right, so I will see you guys soon. I'll probably come back and do some regular messages for the collective, those that need messages about what's going on with yourself, right? I told you guys I'm running a special on personal readings right now, $50. If you want a case done as well, I'll do that for $50. Please reach out to me by email, and we'll go from there, all right? Much love to you. I'll see you guys soon, all right? Hit the like button on the video when you come in, if you come in afterwards as well, all right? Make sure you guys check out the videos that I just posted this weekend as well. Much love. Peace, family. Peace. You're welcome. Peace, family. Peace.